Hey guys, Lindsey Hammond here. Thanks so much for checking out my channel again. Welcome back. Today's topic is to rent or to buy. That is the question. I want to tell you guys what I think you should buy. These are some reasons that I have thought about and that make sense that I think buying is the smartest choice, and we always want to be intelligent. First, you can make any improvements you want on your home without having to get anyone's approval. Do you want to paint that wall yellow? Go for it. Do you want to make a really cool accent wall? Sure. Do you want to add on a porch, or do you want to put a pool in, or anything you want to do, you can do it. And if you do it strategically, you are adding value to your home. I know a friend that recently was talking to me about fixing up some countertops in her house, but she's renting. And so she obviously doesn't want to put a bunch of money into it and throw that money away, but she wants something more aesthetically pleasing. I gave her an idea that I had. Is below in the comments on how to do some DIY countertops. So I think that was a pretty good solution for her. But still, anything you do in your forever home or the home that you're owning, that is going straight into your pocket and more money. Speaking of money, all of the interest that you pay on your home mortgage, you get to write off at tax season. So it really helps. Like, we write off $4,000 to $5,000 a year of money that we have paid out going towards interest. If you're renting, you don't get to write any of that money off. So that's who wants that? No one. Also, the mortgage payment can be tailored to fit your budget. So if you wanted to have a smaller budget, then you can put more money down to make that budget smaller. You can adjust it with looking at shopping around for insurances and writing off, getting some tax deductions, doing your homestead, things like that. And you can kind of tailor that monthly payment to be exactly what you want. Also, every month that you're paying into it, you're building equity. So you're not just throwing away rent money every month, you're building into it. So of course, now a lot of people don't realize how it's set up, especially when you're starting out. Your payment, a lot of it goes towards the interest. That's why you get to write that off at the end of the year. But there is still equity that you're being built in your home, and that makes sense. My husband and I were planning on having our house for just a couple of years and then moving, and we went through the whole debate about should we rent, should we buy, what should we do? And when we did the math, it was insane how much money we're spending on rent that we could be building equity. And our house, we have only been here for not even 2 years, and we've already gained like $20,000 in equity. So it was a no-brainer. Like, that's money that we would not have had if we had rented. So if you're looking at renting, look at these numbers. So if you are paying $1,200 a month in rent, that would equal $14,400 a year that you've spent just in rent. That's gone. See nothing for it. If you did that for 4 years, you're looking at $57,600. That is insane how much money you are paying for nothing. Instead, some of that can go towards the equity in the home and build down on what you owe. So when we did these payments, we did it smaller. We did it over 3 years. But when we did this, we just said, wow, we have to buy because it's a no-brainer what we're looking at. And then also, you can have your pets. This is a big one. I see all kinds of people that want to rent, but maybe they've got an aggressive breed, or they've got too many animals, or something doesn't work. But it's your own house. You can get a backyard that you can have fenced in for your animals. Also, you can rent it out if you want to. I have a couple, I just closed on a house with them, and they specifically liked it because the downstairs was set up totally separate, and they could rent out that basement and pay for their mortgage themselves. So who wouldn't want to do that? Get your home, rent a portion of it out, and that pays for most of all of your mortgage, and then you're living free and building up equity in your home. Kind of a no-brainer. So those are the reasons why I think buying is better. Now, there are a couple of negatives that don't come with renting, like you are responsible for all of the repairs and upkeep. So it's smart to have a little bit of money, stashed away for emergencies, or have a home warranty that will cover those. But really, that's the only negative that you really have. Maybe lawn care. Some renters provide lawn care, some don't, and that might be something you're having to deal with. But overall, I think when you do the math, it really makes sense, and it's something that you should look into. So if you are thinking about buying, check below. I've got a couple of videos that are for buyers, kind of giving you some ideas about the inspection process, the appraisal process, like just a few things like that. And then I also have a completely free guide for you that is a buyer checklist, so check it out. It also gives you a down payment calculator and a closing cost calculator. So you can go ahead and kind of get in your mind how much you need and what's going on. If you learned something today, please give me a like, subscribe. I do all kinds of great educational videos, and I would love for you guys to check them out. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you want to see anything specific. I'd be glad to help. Thanks, guys.